Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Mini is up on the quick jacks, as you can see behind me here. We got a notification here about replacing the brake pads. So it does have the little sensor that warns you when the pads are getting low. So we're going to take you through the process on swapping out these front brake pads. So stick with us. Alright guys, so here are my brake pads that I picked up off of Amazon and a new brake wear sensor. And I will have links to my affiliate store down below if you guys are interested in picking your stuff up from Amazon. But yeah, these pads are around 25 bucks for the front set. And we're going to get those put on. It did come with new bolts and some grease. So we're going to go ahead and get the front wheel off and we'll get these installed. Alright guys, so here's our brake caliper, and actually right down in here is the wear sensor, and there's only one sensor per side, front and back, so there isn't a sensor on the passenger side. So when you're picking up parts, you only need to get one sensor for the front. If you're doing the back brakes, then you'll need another one for the back as well. So this actually comes up, goes behind this panel right here, so we are going to have to undo this. There's a little clip right there. We should be able to bend it back enough to get that sensor cable unplugged. Alright, so we're going to pop this plastic clip right here out. If you have a clip tool, it might be a little easier than a flathead, but we're going to do it with what we have. Alright guys, right there is the cable we need to unplug. So we'll unsnap that connector, and then we can work that cable all the way out. It has a few different spots where it's being held in place. Okay, so we're going to pop it out of this little clip right here. Maybe. Got it. That one was really in there. And then there's another one. It's hard to see. You'll see if I can get some light on it for you. It's right there. We just have to take that clip off right here. Alright guys, we got our flathead in there and we were able to get that off of its little hook. And then we have one more right here. We have to undo that. And then we will get the rest of it out when we take the caliper off. Alright guys, we're going to remove the caliper bolts here, one right here and then one down on the bottom. Got a 17 millimeter up here to hold the bolt behind so it doesn't spin on us. And it's a 13 millimeter for these. Alright, we got the top one off. Now time for the bottom. Alright guys, I just spun the caliper up and off up here up top. We're actually not replacing our rotors on this pad replacement. So if you need to do rotors, there's a couple more bolts on the back side for this bracket for the caliper and one bolt there if you wanted to take those off. So a little bit more to remove, but not bad if you had to do the rotors as well. So we are just going to pop these old pads off. Now let's look and see how bad they were. Well, they're getting down there. Maybe an eighth of an inch left, probably not quite a quarter. Eighth to a quarter inch of pad left, but compared to the new ones, they definitely needed to be replaced. So alright guys, so I just use a C-clamp for this, and you just put it in between like the old pad so it's on the piston, and then that C-clamp touches the back side of the caliper. Then we just compress this all the way in so that clamp or the piston is all the way compressed. That way we can fit our new brake pads back onto the rotor. So they make a special tool for this, but if you got a C-clamp, it works just fine. ready to put our pads back in. So here's the new sensor. So these things were like $8 on Amazon. Like I said, I'll have links to all this stuff down below. So $25 for pads, $8 for the sensor. If you don't need rotors, you can get your front brake pads changed out pretty cheap. Okay, so new sensor. There's a little spot right there on the pad right here. So we're gonna pop that sensor into. Just like that. So we've got that one. And then we're gonna pop that back side in first. All right, so we're just going to get this started. These little springs. Alright, just like that, and then this we're gonna have to feed through the caliper when we're ready here. We'll get this other pad. And we got that one on. So we've got the pads back on, guys. Now we just need to get our wire routed through the caliper. Then we'll get the caliper back on. Alright, we're just feeding this guy through the caliper opening. That, and then we can, alright guys, the grease that came with the pads, I'm just going to put some right here on the back side of these two ears of the caliper. I'm going to put some around the actual piston. This should help. This is like an anti-squeal type of lubricant. So that's what can cause some brake squealing and that sort of thing. So when these touch the back metal plates of the actual brake pads. So that should be good for that. And we're going to slide this right on here. Let's push that in. And then we will get our new bolts that came in the brake kit and get those threaded in to the back side here. Let's get those finger tight to start. And then these are actually, if you want to torque them to spec, is 26 foot-pounds. So have a torque wrench available so you can torque them to spec. Alright, our last step is to thread this stuff through where it came from. Pop it back up in through here. And then we just gotta pry this open one more time and get her plugged in. And we got her all plugged back in under there, guys, so we should be good to put the wheel back on. So if you are not changing out the rotors, this process, besides that one extra brake sensor you have to deal with, is pretty easy, guys. The passenger side's even easier, no sensor over there. So alright guys, so this is the front brake message right here, so we need to reset that. So if you hold the trip button in when you're on that screen, see how it says reset, let go of it, then hold it again. It says reset in progress. So reset successful. So now we're good on the brakes. So we're going to tighten up the lugs here, and then we'll take her for a drive, make sure everything works. All right, guys, we just got done taking this for a test drive. Brakes are good to go. So that's just the quick how to change your front brake pads. It wasn't the in-depth one doing the whole rotor swap, but that's not too bad if you wanted to do that as well. But I'll have a list to all the tools and all the parts that you need. Like I said, links to my Amazon affiliate store if you need to pick that stuff up. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. Stay tuned for our next video.